Shiva 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 Shiva. 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 Shiva.
Dear Guruji, is it possible to get stuck in making a mood of dispassion, turning one's attention to the separation between self and thoughts, emotions, and sensory data allows one to see more clearly who you are? But if a habit is developed of separating oneself from everything in an artificial way, you will lose spontaneity, attunement with nature, and will not fully engage life by giving it your 100%. How do you walk this tightrope? And how do you know if you are too far on one side or the other? Thank you, Jay Gurudev.
Dispassion does not divide you, in fact it connects you. It connects you to the present moment so totally, so you can be 100% in anything you do it. Actually, when you are not dispassionate, then what happens? You are linked to the past or the future, so you are not 100% connected to the present, so you are more divided. Do you get it? So when your mind is hoping something in the future or regretting the past, it is not 100% with the moment. That means it is divided already. When you are fully centered and you are doing anything in the world, then you are 100% every moment. So you are eating 100%. You enjoy every bit of it. You can feel every sip of the soup you are having. Every bite of the food you taste great. And every look, every sight is fresh and new. So your love is like the first love every moment. You look at anybody, anything, it's all charming to the core, as though it is a very new sight. Dispassion does not take away joy from you. Dispassion gives the joy which nothing else can give. There is a verse in Shankaracharya says, Kasya sukham na karoti viraga. What pleasure does the dispassion cannot give? It gives all the pleasures. Because you are so totally in the moment. It puts you 100% in the moment. Every moment is a peak experience. The so-called dispassion in the world seems so dry. People who think they are very dispassionate are melancholies. They are sad. They run away from the world and then they call, oh, this is dispassion, I have renounced the world. This is no renunciation. That's no dispassion. Do you see what I'm saying? People out of failure, out of misery, out of sorrow, out of apathy, they escape, and escapists call themselves as having dispassion to the world. Dispassion is something more precious, more refined, and more valuable in life. If you are dispassionate, you are so centered, so full of joy, so full of contentment. And anybody would like to be that way. There is a story about Diogenes. What is his name? Diogenes. That Alexander, when he saw him, and he was being carried, taken out to be sold as a slave. And the people who were taking him to be sold, to sell him, they looked like the slaves. Diogenes said, "Here is a slave who wants to buy him." He was roaring like a lion. It was difficult for people to see who is slave and who is selling the slave. When Alexander the Great came to India, people had told him, if you find somebody, some sannyasi there, some saint, just catch hold of them and bring them to India. Bring them back with you. It's very precious from India, you can get that. So he ordered. You know this story? Do you know this story? No. Oh no? So he sent word and nobody would come. Then he sent a message threatening them, okay, if you don't come, called for pandits. He said, if you don't come, then I am going to sever your head. What is? Sever your head. Chop off your head. And people did not agree for it, and he said, okay, I am going to take your books, all the Vedas, 4 Vedas. He says, Alexander said, ordered them. This will all be taken away from you. And some scriptures. And he said, okay, you can take it tomorrow by evening. We'll give you all our books. And these pandits, what they did is overnight, he called all his children and made them by heart memorize the whole scripture by heart. And when he took the manuscript, he said, okay, you can take the manuscript, we don't need it now. He got hold of the manuscripts and he wanted to catch hold of a sannyasi. And sannyasi wouldn't come. Finally he had to go to him and said, okay, are you coming or not? Said, I'm going to chop your head off. Said, fine, you chop my head off, I'll also see. And Alexander could not look into his eyes, could not tolerate that power of dispassion. Here is a person for the first time does not care for an emperor. When Alexander entered India, some people presented him in a plate some golden bread. And he asked, I am hungry, give me bread, I want to eat. And he said, oh, you are an emperor, how can you eat a wheat bread? So we prepared a golden bread for you. Said, no, you are making fun of me at this time, I am starving, I am dying, now give me bread. Then they brought him bread. He said, don't you get this bread in your country? Why did you have to conquer the whole world, all these places, to get a bread? You eat also the same bread that I also eat here. So it shook Alexander for a moment. So this is truth. What is the point in conquering country after country? All that you need is to live peacefully, happily. And when you don't have that happiness, when you don't have that peace, when you don't have that care and concern for people, Putting your stamp on all the villages, all the towns have no meaning. So it seems there he said, okay, when I die, my hand should be kept open. That let people know Alexander the Great, though he conquered, he is going with empty hands. He could not take a thing from this earth. Dispassion is the strength in you. Our Gurudev used to say that even if the Creator offers me knowledge, I would say no. And even if the Lord of the wealth, angels, we don't need to take anything from them. That is the strength of dispassion. I mean, it is not an arrogance. It is the centeredness. You are so centered, so calm. Then you can understand everyone who have come to this world have come to give something to the world. Nothing to take from here. You see, a very different shift happens. A shift happens. You come from a very different context altogether. The next sutra goes, Vitarka Vichara Ananda Asmitanugama Sampragyata. So what is the purpose of this sadhana? Vitarka, where your mind has a special logic to pursue in the world and to perceive the truth. You know, there is tarka means logic, kutarka means wrong logic. What do you call it, the word? Huh? Illogical. No, you can say illogical. Yeah, where the intention is not right. The logic is applied only to find fault. What do you call it? Ill-intended logic. And then,
ulterior motive?
with motive you put the logic on. One knows deep inside this is not right, but still logically you prove that it is right. Illogical, you can say. Logical, wrong logic. Or vitarka. Vitarka is special logic. Now, this is a special logic. See, we are talking about dispassion. What is happening? Logically, we are understanding something, right? And this logical understanding, even hearing, talking, has certain effect on our consciousness. Have you noticed that? It elevates your consciousness. You are in a different space. Do you see this? This is samadhi. One type of samadhi means equanimous. D is the intellect, or this faculty that sustains you. All that faculty of consciousness. Now we are in a state of samadhi because we are talking about the self with a definite logic, undeceivable logic. Logic can always change, just logic can change. You can put it on this side or put it on that side. It has no loyalty. But vitarka is a logic which cannot be condemned, which cannot be reversed. For example, if somebody is dead and you are standing there and it is obvious they are dead, and you know how the life that was there is not there anymore, and this is the final. At that moment, your consciousness is in a different state. Do you see what I am saying? You are not emotionally connected to them, somebody say. Then what is happening? Your consciousness see, oh, this is the final. Like when a movie is over, there is a feeling it is all over. When people walk out of a movie theater, you see they all walk out in a particular state of consciousness. They come out of a musical concert, they come out with a feeling, oh, it's all finished. Like a festival is over, and they come out, when a course is over and people go, they say it's all over. Like the show is over, like. At that moment, there is a definite logic in the mind. Irrefutable logic, that's right, irrefutable logic, irreversible logic, that triggers in your consciousness. Like it's so obvious. Life is like this. It's so obvious. Everything is changing and is bound to change, bound to dissolve and disappear. This is obvious. This vitarka elevates one's consciousness. One doesn't have to sit with eyes closed, but eyes open. The feeling of I, the consciousness, is all that is. Everything is empty. Everything is in a state of fluidity. The whole world is just quantum mechanical field, whatever. This is vitarka. The entire science is based on tarka, a refutable tarka of it, the quantum physics or whatever you call it. That is vitarka. Vitarkanugama samadhi. This is a samadhi. And then vichara. Vicharanugam. Vichara means, in vichara comes all experiences. Smell, sight, visions, taste or sounds, all that you hear as an experience when you meditate is all called vicharanugama samadhi. You see what I am saying? All experiences, thoughts, observing the thoughts come and go. You know, there are two states of mind that comes in you often. One is a thought which disturbs you, and another is a thought which does not disturb you, but they simply hover around in your consciousness and you are aware of them. You are in samadhi, you are in equanimous state, equanimous mind. At the same time there are thoughts hovering. It's part of meditation. Some thoughts come, some thoughts come, some thoughts come. Thought exists. Experiences exist. This is second type of samadhi or awareness. And then the third is anandanugamasam. Ananda means the blissful state. Have you noticed when you do kriya afterwards you are in a different space? When you sing bhajans, you are in a different space of samadhi. Mind is still elevated, the consciousness still elevated, equanimous, but it is in ecstasy. The samadhi in ecstasy is anandanugama samadhi. Do you see what I am saying? This is also meditative state. A meditative state in which you are in ecstasy. And there is a meditative state in which you are with some experiences, some thoughts, some ideas, some fleeting feelings hovering around. And you are in a meditative state with irrefutable logical understanding of creation. So 1, 2, 3, 3 states. Now fourth is Asmitanugama Samadhi. This is really the deep experience of meditation, wherein you do not know anything, just the awareness you are. Just you know you are, but you don't know where you are, what you are, who you are, nothing else is known. Just I am, Asmita, I am present. Just this experience is, this is the fourth state of samadhi or meditative experience state. All these four are called sampragyata, means there is consciousness in this. In all these, there is a flowing of awareness through and through and throughout. Now, how to achieve them? The next sutra is very simple. Virama pratyaya abhyasa purva. No, by doing something you cannot experience, you cannot achieve this awareness. You cannot bring up the intelligence and alertness in you by effort. Without effort, relaxation. Hold on to the relaxation. By relaxing, reposing in the self. Virama pratyaya, resting. Abhyasa purva. By practice of resting, conscious relaxation, conscious rest. See, unconscious rest is sleep which we are forced by the nature. You are not resting then. You are forced to rest. Do you see what I am saying? When you are so tired, it's like the nature pulling you down, forcing you, beating you up and making you rest. You are not resting. When you say, I am resting, really, that is only in meditation, because you are consciously resting. Okay, I am resting now. You rest. Otherwise, rest is galloping, is swallowing you. Here, you allow the rest to happen. Do you see the difference? Sleep is putting you to rest. And meditation is you resting on your own. This is abhyasa, this is practice. Practice of deep rest, consciously. Virama abhyasa purva. Then this comes. Sanskara sheshonya. For some people, this comes through old sanskaras, impressions. Some people have to do a lot of practice in order to be calm and equanimous, in order to bring up more awareness in them. For some people, it is by old impressions of some lifetimes, past lives, births. Just happens. Sometimes right from the birth, or sometimes at some particular period in life, they start opening up. Sanskara Shishonya. Have you noticed this? There are some people, after 20, 30, 40 years, sometimes suddenly one day they open up to some spiritual experience. Then they have more awareness. But unfortunately, most of those people get misguided. A little experience, and then they go on with all these prophecies, whatever, the world is going to end. And what happens? They have read somewhere from Bible these and those prophecies, and suddenly in experience it becomes so real to them. They see the vision, and then they declare to the people, and then, oh yes, the world is going to end on 20th September. Everybody gather. Because there are no root of this understanding of yoga. Someone who knows the root, they know all these experiences. Suddenly white light coming down, or say, oh, something has come down, something is happening. People get misled by such experiences, such evangelic experiences. All these evangelic experiences, you should know they are all from sanskara shesha, some sanskaras from the past. That is a different type of samadhi. Bhava pratyayo videha prakriti layanam. This goes more into an esoteric line. Samadhi is not the property of just this level of existence. It surpasses this level. It goes into the other worlds also. People who do not have a body, they too can get affected by the meditation. When you meditate, you are not just bringing a harmony within yourself, but you are influencing the subtle layers of creation, the subtle bodies of all the different levels of existences in the creation. So your meditation influences those people who lived 100 years ago. Their consciousness, their mind. People who would live in the future, their mind, their consciousness too. Do you get what I'm saying? Because life is infinite. Though life is in every moment, it is also infinite. Your life has been here from thousands of years, from centuries, and your life will continue to be here for centuries. So there are different type of yogis. One is called videha, means one who do not have body. You can walk feeling as though you have no body. And the mind is in such a state of equanimity. And those who do not have body, they also are coming in the influence or effect of yoga. Same with Prakriti Laya. Prakriti Laya, those who are completely submerged in the nature, they also attain the same state of equanimity. See what I'm saying? Either you are so much away from the material existence, completely not aware of the material, videka, completely be non-awareness of the body, of the surrounding, of the situation, so much immersed in the self, or completely immersed in the object of the world. Either your eyes closed and totally immersed, then also you are in samadhi, in the state of meditation, samadhi. Or when you are looking at a mountain or a sunset, what is happening? Prakriti Laya is happening. You are merging with that nature at that moment. They are looking at the sunset and sun is setting and setting. There is you and the sun and the vision that you are having about the sun. And then in a while, you are not aware of yourself. You are just aware of the sun. Have you had this experience sometime? When you are watching a mountain, you are watching and watching. You completely forget yourself. What you are in it, just that mountains, no peaks. Or lake, water, you are observing the water and water and water, and that's it, only the waves in the water. That's all stands. No thought, no mind, no body, no awareness. Have you had this experience? This is Prakriti Laya Samadhi. But when you are doing that, if the mind comes, oh, this is water, what am I doing? Am I not a stupid person looking here to the water? I should better use my time doing something else. Or somebody else, something else comes in the mind. Then you are not dissolving in nature. I mean, this is again another practice, Prakriti Laya is a big practice. For hours together, for years together, people sit in solitude, just watch and watch and watch and watch, till all thoughts disappear. And all that they are left with is an emptiness. You can do this as an experiment. When you are very worried or tensed, just sit by a flowing river or a gushing water and just keep looking at the water. Within few moments you feel as though like a magnetic pull, that your mind is being pulled in the direction of the flow of water. Then you turn around, sit on the other side or other bank and then watch. Then you will see your mind is being pulled in the other direction. Have you experienced this? How many of you experimented this? You sit by flowing water, and that's why many people, when they want to jump into the water and suicide, when they go near the water, look at the water, there is something happens, shift happens. They cannot suicide. They don't commit suicide there in the water. Because watching that water changes that whole vibration of the mind, the prana in the system. And in a short while, all that anguish, delusion, whatever you had, the flowing water, it all flows away. You become fresh. Same thing with ocean. Why people love ocean? More prana there, more ozone. And then you sit and just go on looking at the waves and waves and waves and waves. It washes off, lifts something away from you. This is Prakriti Laya meditation, where you are dissolving yourself with the nature. You see what I'm saying? And Videha means knowing that I am not the body. I have a body. This is my body. I am not the body. This is Videha. This sutra has been so wrongly interpreted over centuries. People have wrongly understood. Again and again. But again here Patanjali says these things will suit certain people at certain times. It's not like a practice every day you do, every day you go on sitting at the mountain. Not everyone. Certain times, certain people, these things create that samadhi. Then comes Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna, Purvaka, Itaresha. This is the most vital sutra. Shraddha means faith. Faith creates such a quality in your consciousness. It makes your consciousness so stable, steady, solid. Doubt in consciousness makes you very vulnerable, fearful, uncertain, fluid. But faith makes you solid. Do you see that? Faith brings totality in you. It pulls together all the loose ends of your consciousness. It integrates your whole personality. Doubt scatters you. Doubt destroys you. Doubt disseminates you and your energy. Doubt is something that pulls you all apart. Dissemination of energy is doubt. Consolidation of your energy is faith. Are you getting what I am saying? The very feeling when you are having faith is a sort of consolidation. Strength. That's why Jesus also says, faith is your strength. They are synonymous, faith and strength. When you are strong, bold, you have faith. When you are weak and feeble, you have doubts. Doubt is a sign of a weakness. Uncertainty is a sign of weakness. Faith is strength. When there is faith, then samadhi is also achieved. Equanimity, my meditativeness happens just out of faith. And then virya. Virya is 100% vigor, or what do you call it? Force. Huh? Courage. Force and courage, vitality, courage. Total courage. Total, the force with which an army personnel goes. What do you call it?
Authority.
Valor.
Valor. That's the right word. Valor. The valor with which, okay, come on, this we fight for our country. What is happening? All that energy in the system is coming up together. We fight for our country, my country. You know what happens? My country is in danger, my religion is in danger. That's it. See how valor rises in people. The whole world is in valor, it's in fighting. You think they simply do it without getting any joy out of it? In that moment of valor, extreme sense of patriotism or valor, it gives such a tremendous joy. That's why this world is facing wars again and again. If people would completely condemn war, nobody likes war, then war cannot happen. But in the process of war, though the result of war is not palatable, nobody likes the result of the war, but the process of war is very thrilling. Why people like thrill movies? You know, a thrill is a sense of virya. valor. The entire body, every cell in our body becomes united. The whole consciousness becomes one. Defense system gets awakened in you. That is again a strength. Defense against fear. And that defense system, when it comes to its peak, it is joyful. Because there is also that equanimity there. There is a sense of gratefulness, gratitude. There is a sense of patriotism, devotion. Do you see what I am saying? That sense of patriotism or valor or vigor also takes you to a state of meditation. Shraddha, Virya, Smriti. Smriti means memory of it. Once you have had a very peaceful, beautiful state of mind, experience, the very memory of it again will again make you relive that. Do you understand what I am saying? Memory of samadhi reproduces. Memory of one's being, memory of the self, memory of freedom, memory of devotion, memory of surrender, memory of love, memory of joy brings back you to yourself. Often we don't remember nice things, what we keep remembering is bad things, not so nice things. We don't remember compliments, but we remember somebody's insults more. But yoga is turning the wheel around. Remember those wonderful moments you have had. Sit and be with it. In that very memory, your entire being gets back to that state. Smriti, Samadhi, Prajna Purvaka. Then through Samadhi, through deep meditation, through deep equanimous mind, also awareness is gained. And Prajna is the result of Samadhi. Equanimous mind gives rise to a heightened awareness, through heightened awareness. So these many avenues are there, these many ways that you can blossom in life. These are the other ways of being aware of the self. And next sutra, Tivra Samveganam Asana. Often what we do, we give third, fourth, fifth preferences to our practice. First preference to worldly things, our survival, everything, and last preference to anything that is spiritual. Then it will go slow. It says Tivra Samveganam Asana. When you give first preference to your spiritual practice, then it is more easy. The center focus of your life is spiritual growth. is peace, then all other things will be around that. You see what I'm saying? Your first and foremost commitment in life is to be with the truth, to evolve in truth. Then our work, our other things, social obligations, everything comes second, third, and fourth, like that, in the list of preferences. Then it is very easy for you. Tivra samveganam asana, very easy for one who gives it first preference, one whose mind is really wanting to be, really wanting to move in this direction. Even then, even there are three types. It says, Mrudu madhyadi matra tva tathopi visheshaha. There are also specialities. How much mrudu means little slow and medium and fast. There are also three cycles. People with three cycles. Says, okay, let me do it. And then, no, I have to do it. And then, no, I cannot be without doing it. Do you see that? Someone who has is really into it, 100% into it. Someone who is little mild about it. And one who says, okay, let me do this, I have to do it. The first grade, second grade, third grade. The three different grades. There also. And then the next sutra says, Ishvara pranidhanadva. Just by devotion to God. Just by one pointed devotion to God. Also possible. That much enough for today.
Today's session was such that there can be many misconceptions. So we'll do a short discussion so that we don't misunderstand anything. So eyes closed. Remember what Gurudev said for a few seconds. And what are the things that you will implement in your life? Slowly, you may open your eyes and turn on your cameras. Okay. Gurudev started with dispassion. How misunderstood dispassion is. So, okay, let's say you are somewhere standing and suddenly some guy comes to you in a very angry manner and starts screaming on you. Escaping that situation is not dispassion. I'm not saying you don't escape. If you feel like escaping, please go away. But let's say that person is angry on you and you are dispassionate on his outer behavior. I repeat, you are dispassionate to his outer behavior. Then what will happen? You will not lose your centeredness. One. Second, only then you will be able to connect to the core center of that person. You're getting what I'm saying? So what happens that dispassion is misunderstood as dispassion to that person. No, dispassion should be with those behavior, because inside everyone is the same energy. You're getting it? You'll be you'll be able to connect to that same energy within everyone only if you are dispassionate to their outer behavior. And what does dispassion does? Brings you core in the present moment, very much in the present moment, and then it's like accept and do what you want to do, because it will bring you totally in the present moment, and then you'll know exactly what to do. Sometimes you think escaping that person will help you. Yes, it will help you, but maybe its memory will remain in you. But when you're centered and dispassionate completely, then nothing will disturb you. It will not stay with you for even a second. Okay, so Gurudev says fully centered, fully present, fully joyful, fully contented, even in that situation when somebody is coming and screaming on it. Okay, that is dispassion. See, what people misunderstand, that if somebody, escaping is not dispassion. Somebody wants to escape what the whole week happened, what happened in the whole week. So Saturday night they'll keep drinking, and then lie down on the street, let's say. That is not dispassion. If you talk to them, they'll talk very dispassionate. What this world, nothing is real. And they will feel they are enlightened, but they are not. They are inert. They are totally in inertia. That is not dispassionate. That is almost close to death. They are already dead, you can say. Not dead, but that way dead. But dispassion makes you live. You are more alive, you are more natural when you are dispassionate. So enlightenment is toward more awareness and more lively person. Okay, those are not dispassionate. So never make that mistake. Okay. A dispassionate person knows that I am here to give and not to take, and then that's a big shift. He understands that everyone is here to give and not to take, and then there is that calmness, that centered, that power that comes, that nobody can disturb you. Okay, then Gurudev spoke about different kinds of samadhi. This is also where people make so many mistakes, misconceptions. So why we have these group talks? Because then we can remove all these misconceptions. Okay, samadhi is being equanimous intellect. Sam means equanimous and dhi means intellect, your buddhi. Okay, this cannot be changed, this unchanged. Okay, let me the logic that cannot be changed. Yes, special logic that cannot be changed. Otherwise every logic can be changed, but this special logic cannot be changed. This is savitarka samadhi, that is with logic samadhi. So you are aware, you are in logic. Let's say if I'm sitting here and suddenly somebody comes and screams, oh, your house is on fire, your house is on fire, and at that time I get panic, then I'm not in samadhi. But at that time I say, okay, what can we do now? Is there any way we can save it? Where can we bring water from? What can we do now? That is savitarka samadhi, with logic samadhi. You're getting it? Doesn't matter what the panic situation is. Boss is screaming on you, your project is, deadline is just 2 minutes away, whatever. But at that time you say, okay, this is what is. What can I do about it? So see, there is, the logic is on, but your intellect is not disturbed. You're still there, centered. So beautiful. Okay. Then vichar samadhi. That means thoughts are coming and thoughts are, see, people have this misconception that in meditation thoughts should not come, and they resist, and the more they resist, more it persists. So no, with vichar, so means the thoughts are coming and then they are going, coming and they're going, coming, like the mountain and the clouds are coming and going. Nothing is happening to the mountain. Mountain is there, stable, still. Like that you become. Yes, that is savichar. Thoughts are there, but it's not disturbing you. Then ananda anugama. Like in satsang, we blissfully dance and go and trance. I don't know what you call that, but ananda nugama, total bliss, total enjoyment. You are just there enjoying, blissful. That is another kind of samadhi, third kind of samadhi. Fourth kind of samadhi, asmita, when you know just I am there, nothing else, just I am. This happens, na? Even after kriya, advanced courses, so many times we have experienced it. Acha, one very important thing, if you are into art of living, you have experienced all this samadhi. Okay, we are just learning about it, but we have experienced all these samadhis. We have, because in art of living, if you are regular, if you are doing advanced courses, Sayyam, etc., etc., then we have experienced all this. Okay, now we are just realizing, oh, it is that aho niranjana kind of thing. Okay. How? 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 How to be in samadhi? By practice of deep relaxation. I repeat, how to be in samadhi? By practicing deep relaxation. For few people, it comes by their sanskara. They are born like that. They are very calm. They are very centered. They are born like that. And for others, there is little efforts. Okay, little practice of relaxation. As I said, you are standing there and suddenly some panic situation came. And this time, your practice will come in play. And you will say, okay, doesn't matter. What can I do now? What are the possibilities? What are the probabilities? What can we do now? This comes after practice, right? Or it comes naturally, sanskara, your practice in previous births maybe. So this is there. Okay. Practicing deep relaxation. Sleep is nature making you sleep, putting you to sleep. And like mother does tap, tap, tap on the children on their back, they pat and the kid sleeps. That is the mother putting the child into sleep. But meditation is you putting yourself in that rest. Got it, the difference? Okay. Some people have it through their sanskara, they are calm and things, etc. But they are, if they get some experience of some light or something, then they are misled. Okay. And some people have to work on it. Samadhi affects the other worlds also. Yes. Here we believe that when you are meditating, the 7th generation behind you and the 7th generation who will come after you, or few generation may have come also, so they will get the benefit of this. Okay, so videha, so people without the body will also have it. Okay, then there is other kind of state is videha, where you feel there is no body. There is no body. Like this body is mine, but I am not this body. Like yesterday, maybe in Hindi session we spoke that witnessing kind of thing, videha, no body. Very good. Then prakriti laya. Prakriti laya is what? When you're completely immersed in what's happening in the nature. Like in advanced course, we do the nature walk and we become one with the nature. That is prakriti laya. It's like Gurudev spoke about the river. You keep looking at the river and that flow, have that pull of you, and whatever anguish or stress you had, it just takes it away. It just takes it away. So even when you're watching the breath, the breath is not constant, right? It's moving. The breath also takes it away, take you away. Even Sudarshan Kriya, so different layers, and then it just takes it away, empties you in the whole process, and in the end you are just in samadhi. Then comes very important, Shraddha and Virya. Shraddha is faith. Gurudev said, faith makes your consciousness very solid, very easy to move, very center, integrates you, and pulls all the loose ends of the mind and bring it, consolidate. Faith is strength. Then Virya. Virya is valor, courage, vigor, 100% vigor, 100% valor. Tremendous joy comes out of it. Patriotism. There's so many example of it. You feel thrilling sometimes when you take challenges. That's why whenever problem comes, you take it as challenge. then the whole consciousness shifts. Then in that particular challenge also you are enjoying. The problem also you are enjoying. So always whenever the problem comes, whenever the things, obstacles come, you take it as a challenge. Then see the shift happens. Okay, then it's memory. Memory, you relive it. You know, when you do happiness program, they say, ask you to close your eyes, remember someone you love, remember the memory when you are in so much loved and you are loving. And then suddenly something happens in your body and the mind and the consciousness, right? You're reliving it, not only at the memory state, but also physical and mental state. So that is Smriti. When Arjuna saw what the truth is, he said, "Oh, Krishna, now I remember." He didn't say, "Oh, this is how it is." No, he said, "Oh, now I remember." So Smriti, Shraddha, Virya, Smriti, you have to give priority to the practices, intense priority to the practices, make it at the center goal, and then everything goes around it. Then you will progress faster. Like, okay, now there is nothing on Netflix. Maybe I have binged everything. Now let me do samadhi. That is very slow kind of thing, progress, practice. Then it's like, okay, let me do this work and then I'll do the practices. Then the third is I cannot live without the practice. So slow, medium, fast. Okay. Ishwar Pranidhana, one pointed devotion to the God. Surrendering everything to the God. This is so easy, na? It's not easy actually. Surrender is supposed to be the most difficult thing, but surrendered. That Ishwar Pranidhana. Let me change the settings. Anybody, any questions? You can unmute and ask. Keep your cameras on so I don't feel like I am talking to myself.
Vaidya, could you repeat that one that you say that when thoughts come suvichar, then you are a mountain, thoughts come and go, but the mountain is stable. Could you repeat your words again, that one?
Yes. Have you observed that sometimes you are sitting in meditation and you are so relaxed that you are aware that thoughts are coming and going, but you are just undisturbed. It just doesn't matter to you. We have all experienced that, right? Being that mountain, that the clouds, like thoughts comes like clouds, comes and goes, comes and goes. And you don't hold on to the thoughts. Let's say a thought came that pizza at some place is very tasty. Then you hold on to that thought. And then you say, oh, now I need to go buy that pizza. When should I buy? Should I call my friend? We should go together. Now you're holding on to the thought, right? But when you don't hold on to it, it's like thoughts are coming and going. It just doesn't matter to you. You are not holding on to it. You're not resisting it, nothing. That. Now you got it? That is samadhi. That is one kind of samadhi.
Thank you.
Most welcome. Any other question? Hi, Gaijang. How are you? Any other question? Come on, you have to ask question because people watch it later on YouTube also. They'll have hundreds of questions. If you ask, you will be helping them. So many people keeping the cameras off. So shy.
भैया समाधि की कौन सी स्थिति जो है वो, जैसे आपने 5 बताया, तो उसमें से कौन सी हमें प्रैक्टिस में लानी चाहिए? कई
whichever comes, whichever happens. Like after Sudarshan Kriya, whatever happens. Right? Like it depends on the situation, right? If you are at a panic situation, let's say you are driving to a very important interview, driving to a very important occasion, maybe a date in the court, and you are stuck in the traffic. What kind of samadhi will you take? Savitark samadhi. Like, okay, right now this situation is there. Huh? What can I do about it? Instead of panic, then you will do savitark samadhi with logic samadhi. Okay, you got my point, right? Different time, different samadhi. Gurudev said, na, Prakriti Laya samadhi is not for every time, but sometimes when the mind is very disturbed, you can go near the ocean, near the river, and then just look at it, and then it will take away, it will wash away, huh? All the anguish. So whatever, I'll say whichever season is there, you enjoy that fruit. So whichever samadhi is required at that moment, you use that. Okay, any other questions? Today Gurudev spoke so much and there is no question. That means either you understood everything or understood nothing. Okay, all smiling, all want to take the knowledge and not contribute. No, Gurudev said, make a shift. You are here to give and not to take. When you are writing down, remember that. Okay, but don't give knowledge. Your job is not to give knowledge. Your job is to give love. Okay, knowledge is to be given only by the unfortunate beings called teachers. Everyone else can enjoy love. You give love. Okay. Any questions? Come on. Okay, if there is anyone on YouTube and wants to ask question, come on Zoom. Okay, let's do a small meditation. Eyes closed. Take a normal deep breath in. Breathing out, relax the neck, the shoulders, the whole back. Loosen them. Take one more deep breath in. Breathing out, relax the face and complete body. Become aware of the environment. Keeping the eyes closed, become aware if there are any sounds going on, what is happening in the world. People are loving you, people are not loving you, whatever is happening in your world, become aware of that at this moment. People are listening to you, people don't listen to you, whatever is happening right now in your world, become aware of that. Now become aware of the fact that this is not you. This world, this Maya, this entanglement is not you. You are separate from it. Come back. You are unaffected with what's going on in the world. Come back. You are separate with whatever that is happening. Become aware of your body. Become aware of what is going on in the body. What signals is the body giving you? Keeping the eyes closed. What is the body trying to tell you? What is going in the body? Is it pain? Is there any illness? Is there health? What? Hairs are turning gray. Whatever is happening in the body, become aware of it. You are not this body. You are not this body. You are separate from this body. You are beyond this body. Become aware of your thoughts. What thought is coming right now? Right now. Thoughts are coming from outside and going outside. You just let them be. Observe. You are not the thoughts. You are separate from the thoughts. You are way beyond the thoughts. Become aware of your emotions, if any. Right this moment, if there is any emotion in you, become aware of that. Emotions are also some chemical reactions in the body, some hormones, some endocrine system function. It has nothing to do with you. You are not the emotions, you're way beyond it. You're separate from the emotion. Don't label yourself on emotions. You are free from all emotions. Just relax in this state. Observe your intellect. It may be saying yes, yes, you are relaxing. It might be saying no, no, this is not working. Just observe it. You are not this intellect. You are way beyond this yes and no's. Separate yourself from this. Go within. I am. Just relax in this I am. Right this moment, I am. Doesn't matter what I am, who I am, nothing. Just I am. You are here right now, this moment. Untouched. I am. Relax in this. Very slowly come out. Become aware of your emotions, if any. Become aware of your breath, your thoughts, your body, surroundings. Only when you feel complete, you may bring little movement in the fingers and the toes. Placing the palms on the eyes with lots of love, you may slowly, gradually open your eyes. Jai Guru. Sangachatvam. Okay? The number should increase. Huh? Numbers are decreasing. That means we are not doing what we need to do. Bring people. Okay? Even if they come for one episode, who knows what bulb will light up if they come. Okay? And if nobody asks me question, then we'll stop discussion. Then we'll only listen to Gurudev and then we'll make it an end. Okay, because your
Ji?
interaction also, otherwise it feels like I'm talking to a wall.
Ji?
Okay. Hello, who's saying?
Yeah, Satyashri here.
Hi Satyashri ji.
Yeah. Can you just say one more time about all the different samadhis?
Acha, you want to write it down?
No. Just to know one more time. And also, can we be aware when we are in samadhi?
Of course, then what were you listening? See, the first samadhi is savitarka samadhi. So you are aware of the situation. Savitark means with logic.
Okay.
So there is logic is there. Let's say a situation came.
Yes.
And you are logically, you are saying, okay, this happened. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what can we do? So the logic, your awareness is there, your logic is there, you are engaged with the outer world, everything is there. But still, your intellect is in equanimity. So you are in samadhi. Even your eyes are open and everything is happening, but you are in samadhi.
That is when you are accepting the situation.
Okay. Second is savichar. Thoughts are coming and thoughts are going. So you know that thoughts are coming and going. You are aware of the thoughts, but you are not holding on to any thoughts, or you are not resisting any thoughts. Okay. Thoughts are saying and coming, and you are not saying, let me hold on to it. No, you are saying, okay, came, gone, doesn't matter. Bad thought is coming, you are not saying, oh, no, I don't want. Yes?
Yes.
So thoughts are coming and going, that is savichar samadhi. With thoughts, samadhi.
Okay.
Then it is ananda anugama samadhi. That means you are totally blissful. Like in satsang, some people just starts and dancing. They don't care who is watching, who's not watching. They are in their own zone. They are all blissful. That. Okay. And what was the fourth one? Let me see. Asmita samadhi. That which we try to do it right now. Not try, we did it. When I am, it's not just I am there. That feeling, that samadhi. It's not I am good, I am bad, no sanskara, no tags, no labels, no names, nothing. Just I am. That samadhi.
Thank you so much. It's so hard to have a grip of it, you know.
1 second. Sometimes what happens, I don't know why, but I'm unable to hear. Now you see.
Yeah.
Let me see why. Now I can hear on another device. Tell me. You were saying something.
So, this knowledge is so profound, you're not able to have a grip of it. Just it occurs, one or two, it keeps occurring, but not everything. You cannot have a grip on that. It's a very vast subject. Yeah.
No, that's why the practice of deep relaxation will make it happen. Okay, the practice is
and also whatever the explanation you are giving also, it's a must, because yesterday you were talking about something, then I could relate to that. That is being very truthful and being totally present in whatever you're doing with respect and gratitude.
Yes.
Every moment. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll continue the discussion. Okay, don't.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So these are the 4 types of samadhi.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jai Gurudev. See you all tomorrow.
Jai Gurudev. Yeah.
Jai Gurudev. Bye-bye.